The following formula is used in physics relating the velocity of sound v to the temperature T. The velocity v is equal to v sub 0, or v naught, divided by the square root of 1 minus kt. We want to find an approximation of v to the nearest tenth if v naught is equal to 50, k is equal to 0.01, and t is equal to 30. Use a calculator. So I've rewritten the formula here on this page with the pertinent information. V naught is equal to 50, k is equal to 0.01, and t is equal to 30. So v is going to be 50 divided by the square root of 1 minus 0.01 times 30. So that is 50 divided by the square root of 1 minus 0.3. So it is 50 divided by the square root of 0.7. So now let's use the calculator to evaluate 50 divided by the square root of 0.7. So we'll do 50 divided by 0.7, take the square root, and hit equals. So rounded to the nearest tenth, we get approximately 59.8. Now, part B asks us to solve the formula for t. So we have v is equal to v naught divided by the square root of 1 minus kt. We notice that the t is underneath the square root sign. It's going to be hard to solve for it when it's underneath there. So what we're going to do is we're going to square both sides of this equation. We're going to square this entire thing so that we get v squared is equal to v naught squared divided by 1 minus kt. When we take this square root and square it, we no longer have the square root. So now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides by 1 minus kt. So multiplying both sides by 1 minus kt. And we get v squared minus kt v squared is equal to, and on this side the 1 minus kt's cancel and we get v naught squared. So now we just need to get the things that don't involve t over to the right, and then we'll divide by the coefficient in front of t. So we'll subtract v squared from both sides. So we have minus kt v squared is equal to v naught squared minus v squared. We'll finish this up here. Now we're going to divide both sides by negative kt. Or kv squared, excuse me, since we're solving for t. So we get t is equal to v naught squared minus v squared divided by negative k v squared. So when we solve this formula for t, we get v naught squared minus v squared over minus k v squared.